So guys, this is probably the most exciting part of this year. The Model Y Juniper 2025 has just been announced and it has already surpassed many of our expectations. It had reached a total of 50,000 orders on the very first day. In our previous video, we took a first look at the car as soon as it was revealed, and while we covered all the surface details, there is a lot beneath the surface that's worth getting excited about. So here's a list of new and exclusive items to the Model Y Juniper, things that we have found throughout the past few days while digging around. These items are going to make the Model Y that much more special, and many of these go beyond what we had originally expected. From the refreshed exterior design to the updated interior to the all new features included, there are a lot of things that differentiates it from the previous Model Y, but even separates it further from its sibling, the Model 3. It has really matured, creating its own unique identity. Instead of relying on the Model 3's design, the Model Y now has a more refined and distinctive look on its own, finally giving back its original spotlight. With that being said, there are a few additional things that have been discovered over the past few days, things that you may not know about. And these items here are exclusive to the Model Y, built and shipped from the country of China. First off, the Model Y brings back something very familiar, an option that we did not get with the Model 3 Highland, and that is the return of the turn signal stalks. During the initial unveiling, there was no indications anywhere on the Tesla website that this was going to be a standard feature coming to the Model Ys, but at a closer inspection, we started to see the single stalk appearing in many of the later images. The single stalk design is available in markets that haven't fully adopted the button system, much like Australia and parts of Europe where the roundabouts are extremely common. Tesla seems to have gathered enough data with the Model 3 and brought back the stock where it makes the most sense, offering a more intuitive solution for those specific regions. For the US and other similar markets, this stock likely won't be available to come included, but could be offered as a paid option during the initial purchase when ordering from the design studio. Next up, a new launch series is now available for early orders of the Model Y, bringing exclusive items not included in later deliveries. A brand new rear badge to let people know that this car is special and the first to have rolled off the line. A door sill plate specifically marked launch series. An exclusive puddle light on all four doors that will shine onto the ground with the launch series logo to let them know and to let yourself know that this is a very special vehicle. But not only that, there are a few additional options here that you may not know about that will be coming completely free if you order before the deadline of February the 28th. A first ever launch edition watermark on the charging console trim just where you placed your phone, reminding you again that this is no ordinary Model Y. The black interior option will now include a vegan suede at no additional cost, likely replacing the fabric trim that will come standard on later vehicles. And finally, the most valuable incentive of the launch series. For a limited time, the acceleration boost option will be included at no extra cost for all the all-wheel drive models. Alright, so that's to kick it off, and although this doesn't seem extremely groundbreaking or something entirely new, this is the very first time that Tesla put this onto a scale of mass production at this level for a vehicle like the Model Y to have a foundation series or the launch series. This is something completely new, and this is something that's going to incentivize a lot of us to buy. Now, some of you guys that are like me, that are die-hard Tesla fans, are going to notice these changes right off the bat, so they're not going to be entirely new. But if you dig a little bit deeper, you are going to find some very nice features that you may not already know about. In addition to all the things that we have mentioned, Tesla China has just confirmed that the new Model Y frunk now comes with a drain hole. This means that you can fill the frunk up with ice, use it as a cooler, and then easily drain the water afterwards. Great for trips, tailgating, or outdoor events. Looking closely at the headlights, we can now see a slit at the front light bar, which will likely serve as the turn signal. We first saw this in some prototype models, and now it has gone into the production version. The Model Y has shifted its headlights to the bottom of the bumper, acting as both low beams and fog lights, while the Model 3 has completely removed the fog light option. This gives the Model Y a more traditional look and better visibility, especially in foggy conditions. The side mirror has been updated with additional body lines, providing better aerodynamics but at the same time giving a more aggressive look to the overall design. Then another interesting part about the lights are that the rear tail lights are now no longer red like the Model 3s or any previous models. Instead, they have given us a grayish smoked out appearance similar to the ones that you would see with aftermarket tints. It's possible Tesla is moving towards dynamic LEDs that can change color, reducing regional variance in production as well as adapting for regulatory changes in the future. And looking closely on the sides of each taillight, there is a purposely built slit. Rather than having the taillights wrap around the edges like the previous model, this is required to meet regulatory compliances. The reverse light has been relocated to the bottom just like the Model 3. Though being a taller vehicle, we are unsure if there is going to be a redundancy light in the taillight housing for a better top view of driver visibility. Now also looking at the back trunk, the very first production vehicles to have shipped off the line shows a secondary brake on the trunk lid. The purpose built of this is quite unclear, but it could be part of the design improvements for aerodynamics and better repairability in the case of an accident. As for the interior of the car, there are a few things that we might have glossed over looking purely at what's being advertised on the website. The new glass roof and windshield coating now reflects 7 times more solar energy, making the cabin much more cooler, quieter, and more comfortable. Tesla has introduced Airwave 2.0 ventilation system, which improves the airflow in both the first and the second row for a more comfortable cabin. And finally, the interior features a new double stitch design on the dash, adding a premium touch, as well as a new speaker placement with a metallic looking cover for a more refined feel. Then on to some miscellaneous stuff that's all new to the Model Y Juniper. There's enough of it to make the car feel completely brand new while still keeping parts of the original vehicle's DNA. The new Model Y long range is approximately 11 pounds lighter than the previous model, improving overall efficiency. It also has a drag coefficient of 0.22, slightly better than the previous model at 0.23, improving its aerodynamics and overall range once again. It also will be coming with darker tinted windows pre-installed, offering a better privacy and heat reduction. And last but not least, the front bumper camera, which has been initially said to be beneficial only to the Cybertruck's off-roading needs, is now also present on the Model Y. This camera will assist with park assist, actual smart summon, but will also be integrated into the full self-driving stack in the very near future. So there you have it, all the little things that was not directly advertised on the Model Y website, and there is a ton more to go down the list, but it's just not going to be included in this video here, otherwise it's just going to stretch on forever. All these changes and many more compiled all together makes it one of the biggest upgrades we have ever seen in the entire Tesla lineup. This means even for the Model S, Model X, and the Cybertruck, all the little things that have been included into this one very car makes it the very best family SUV that money can buy at this very moment. This car, aside from just the exterior differences, is going to be the most comfortable, night and day difference from the previous Model Y. So if you are in the market and you are planning to get a new SUV, an electric vehicle for your family, there's no better time than to order one right now. Now, of course, there is a lot of controversy on its looks and overall design, but I'm just gonna have to say that I am truly really satisfied with everything that has gone into this Model Y Juniper, and I'm just waiting to see for the first hands-on after the embargoes lift. There is going to be a ton of videos and reviews going out, side-by-side comparison with the old and the newer version, and only at that point, we are going to be able to give a final judgment if it's worth the upgrade and it's worth the money to switch over to the newer model. Of course, I will be keeping my eyes out for that and everything else that comes up, so if you guys are interested, make sure you stick around by hitting that subscribe button, that bell notification, and follow me on Twitter or X at HeyJohnE. You guys will see things there that you wouldn't see on here, and you guys can chat with me, DM me anytime, and I will respond as quickly as possible. Anyways, this should be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.